Ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, so let me know where you're watching this video from, which country and which continent. So guys, there is a lot of things that I want to unravel. Mostly after the meeting that was botched, the organizers of that meeting themselves are not happy. They are still complaining. And we want to delve into such kind of issues. Why are they complaining yet they are the organizers? Secondly, we also want to delve into the reaction of Anne, who came and weighed in. And Anne exuded a lot of wisdom. Now it's facing backlash from the naysayers and the lazy gang. I don't know why. Thirdly, we also want to unravel the hidden secrets of the organizer, that they're still pushing certain kind of hideous things that they want to do because they were never satisfied with the outcome of the meeting. That's why I'm telling you, there is always the evil hidden secret why such kind of meeting was conducted. In the absence of the IAM-MARWA, in the absence of the Ondari. The reasons why I'm saying the absence of Ondari, they never even informed him, yet the bone contentions of the issue itself was to discuss the Ondari's family. That's number one. So guys, if you're coming across this video for the very first time on this channel, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I put a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my lost subscriber, may God bless you ominously. So let's dive in. Let me forget. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in straight away. Let's forget, guys. I've heard the rumors that the meeting ended up successfully, that the meeting that they planned in the village was so successful so that they were very happy with the outcome. These are all other kind of vexation that really failed big time. I remember Mogesi was going on, but until Chief stood to speak, he was instructed to mute it and go off because they were claiming that the chief has been bought. Just because the chief stood up and addressed himself to pertinent issues that bedeviling the society. And for that one, I've given an accolades to the chief because the chief has got wisdom. He exuded it plainly. So if it's the truth that the chief exuded, and the IAM-MARWA and the Ondari's family is being associated with that the truth and what is contained in our constitution, so be it. The reason why I'm telling you that the meeting ended in favor of the IAM-MARWAs and the Ondaris, it is because the organizers of the very said meeting are now up and down in arms and complaining. And the reasons why they're complaining will unravel. Let's see because their complaints going forward.
And you might talk as you, because everybody has his own view of how it happened, and I can give out my own verdict and talk about, I can give my own outer view on how it handled. How did you see the yesterday meeting?
What I can say about yesterday meeting, first, it's happened.
Yeah.
We thank God because it happened.
Yeah.
Secondly, whatever that happened, I knew it, that exactly. It would go like that way.
Yeah.
Thirdly, we raised the issues, and only a few, like I can say one was which was exhausted, but I can just tell you from my own personal view, because you can see even right now I'm not in a good mood.
You are cardiologically not well.
I've just talked to the OCS for more than 1 hour.
Yeah.
I've talked to the DC, I've talked to the head chief.
Yeah.
But something is cooking up.
Okay.
I can say that was the beginning.
This is the beginning.
Yeah. The meeting, it was.
So guys, you just heard from the horse's mouth.
According to me,
these are the busybodies in the Nyabohanze, in that village, who thought they could be bullying IAM-MARWA and the Ondaris going forward. Now, their own meeting that they organized, without Congress Dad knowing and without IAM-MARWA knowing itself, has already turned wild against them. That's why they're coming out to complain. You've understood the level of vexation or the level of lividness is Chris the Great. In fact, I don't want to call him the Great. It's Chris the loser. Is now complaining and contemplating of pushing this case forward because he has got a determined outcome. He has got a determined outcome of everything or how he wanted this case to go. That one tells you that the people, the very people that he wants to turn up for this meeting are the people that he had paid using his money so that these people could come and turn these cases against IAM-MARWA. The reasons why I'm telling you, it's like they organized this thing, this meeting, without Mr. Ndari knowing, without IAM-MARWA knowing. Nobody gave them the information that such kind of meeting will be there, which means they wanted to hold this kind of meeting so that they discuss them in a malicious way without their knowledge, so that they will have to cast a aspersion that they were welcome and they never came. But they were beaten because Congress Dado was just in the church. When Congress saw them, decided to come. When Congress came, therefore the hell broke loose because the truth was said. Everything was shared. And that's why they were in a status of panic. And that's why you are hearing from Chris himself saying that things wasn't well. Things were not well, even up to now. He's really mad. And that alone begs the question, if you're so mad, and if you knew the meeting will turn out that way, what really prevented you to stop such kind of a meeting? Because you're the very, very person who was pressuring these people for a meeting. Because even the chief told you he doesn't know the agenda of this meeting. These people are conflicted. That's why I'm telling you. The issue itself is not about road. The issue itself is about jealousy. Somebody wants to wake up and goes for hunting and comes back with a cow. I tell you, in African knowledge, nobody goes out for hunting and comes back with a cow. A cow is a domesticated animal. So we expect you, if you go hunting, you come out with a squirrel, you come out with an antelope. That one, it could be genuine. But the problem, these people don't want to obey the process. The process, what they know, they want to wake today, they go hunting, and they come out with a cow. This is the problem. So it's just out of jealousy. Some people don't want to obey the process. They want to be IAM-MARWA, thinking that fighting IAM-MARWA, blocking the road, and doing all this other kind of shenanigans in secret will make IAM-MARWA to rise, or will make their star to shine. So this is the problem. So all this kind of news that people are telling you, oh, we won the case, oh, against IAM-MARWA, those are just titles for clickbaits, titles just to redeem themselves, because they were destroyed by the chief and the Senate chief. They were destroyed by the own machinations. But the question people are asking, why as the chief doesn't want to come plus the OCS? Because they know these were all just shenanigans. They can never do anything about it, because so guys, just like let's see the other segment. It's not about the road. The road itself is not an issue. There is road passing and people are allowed to pass that road. But the problem, they don't want IAM-MARWA's family, and especially Deemwango, to pass there with the material. What's their problem? Their problem will be told by somebody elsewhere. But the biggest question that we need to ask ourselves, why are the Chris the loser and it's Gintu not happy? Why the organizers of this very said meeting are not happy going forward? Perhaps let's listen to them.
Now people started crowding, sitting in
different positions.
Yeah. They were really complaining. And you know, one thing that made them angry is when they saw Ondari paying the transport for the chief. Did you see that scenario?
Do you know that? Let me cut it a little bit there. Do you know that I was the one to take the chief to the other meeting?
Exactly.
And he told me that no. Your brother was the one who was given the mandate.
They used my motorcycle.
And you know what was funny is when he talked about tata nataka peleka huyu chief. He removed some money from the by the pocket, and it was 500. So he took 200 and he talked about peleka huyu, yani get this kind of the chief to the position needs. And Mayani was there. Mayani said that give me, I give him. Toka.
Oh, yes,
Get away.
Hey.
I was about to say, so it means that there was something which was behind the scene. And we're going to be coming to that one because I have an outer view of how I saw, because I was the one now very close to the Congrats dad, and I was there. Even if the points were coming, you could hear even from my talk about my video. Yes, exactly. So from where he was sitting, so I was there to listen on what you're gonna be speaking when the points are just coming out. Continue, bro.
Okay, thank you so much. That was good. The meeting started well.
Exactly.
Because even the chief, when he came there, he said that I'm here, but I don't know what I've come to do.
So how was he there?
Then I was like, even the previous day, you know, I've been following this thing for around 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm there, I'm here. So when I went to his office the last time, the corporal who was sent there, because the OCS told me that, Chris, I will not attend because I'll be attending. There is a crusade for SDA.
Exactly.
The OCS is a Sabbath Day Adventist.
Yeah.
So he told me that. She told me
ladies
that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard Chris and it's Gintu. These boogeymen are now crying, and the reasons as to why they're not happy is squarely lies within what they've just exuded going forward. Now, if I listen to them carefully, Chris Maskiri is saying after the meeting ended, we had a group of people who started complaining because their main issues were never addressed. The issue of land was exhausted, and the outcome was they don't exist. The owner of the piece of land where the road was created is called Matiko, and Matiko is the person who is supposed to give permission for people to pass that road. Therefore, the decision for anyone to pass that road belongs to Matiko, and Matiko could. And Matiko is the one also was arrested because they're the people who assaulted. Another question is, so Matiko is the one to say whether he wants money to be paid for the things to happen or not. So anytime if you see the vehicle passing there, Matiko and the IAM-MARWAs themselves shall have reached amicable solution. And these are the things that Chris don't want, because Chris don't want the the roads and the vehicle to pass there. Chris is just hiding under the threats that he was threatened. What do we know? If somebody threatens you, you go to the police with the evidence, then you wait police to act. If you think the police within your own division is not helping, escalate it further. Stop ranting on this YouTube street. Stop causing mayhem. Stop causing drama. Stop mobilizing people to hate. Chris, don't you know the person whom you're standing with? It's Gintu. It's the most number one person who has been threatening people in this YouTube street. Threatening left and right. Trespassing, threatening people on their land, defaming people. Therefore, you're talking about the issue of threats. The last time I checked, nobody threatened you. You are told that I will arrest you. When somebody tell you I will arrest you, that is not a threat. You are being told, because there is also citizen arrest allowed in the Kenya Constitution. I can arrest you, take you to the police station, and over you to the police. So I don't know what the Chris is about. I don't know what's the problem with Chris. Another thing that I'm hearing Chris is saying that people were not happy, and Chris himself were not happy just because Congress dad paid the transport for the chief. It is a norm that the organizer who organized the meeting must pay for the sitting allowances of the people who are going to administer that kind of to administer peace. But they couldn't. So what is the problem if Congress dad didn't see fit? It is time for the chief to be facilitated transport-wise. On the other side, they're not seeing themselves, because you see Gintu is also transported as a policeman from the police station in Sibania to where the meeting was. So on the other side of Gintu, you couldn't see. Gintu also used his motorcycle to transport the police. What does that one says? So if you're unhappy because the transportation was paid, my friend, if the OCS, the DC or whoever coming to the village down to administer any form of justice you must pay for fuel levy or fuel allowance. So if you didn't, therefore that is your own problem. I want to tell Chris, whether you escalate this kind of problem wherever you deem see fit, the outcome is just going to be one. Because OCS can dare not step there, the chief cannot dare step there because they know this is just shenanigans. In Swahili we call them vitisho baridi, or it could be hot airs as well. Their main aim is just to cause cold wars. These are communal wars that doesn't concerns the OCS. It's a communal war that concerns the village elders. Only issues of criminal culpability or in nature must find themselves to the police station. So you might be having a point, but you're approaching the wrong people. The point itself, if you cannot live as a community, because you are a community that you must be existing together. You must not mean that you must agree on everything, but you cannot prevent people to pass a road. Let me tell you, the land must be yours, and the people must be using that land to access their land, because no land exists with a vacuum. But if you leave such kind of land to be used in a period not less than 20 years, therefore that land become a communal land and must and risk being documented as or mapped out as a government land. So what was the existence of this road? And I believe even the children have been passing the same road. Perhaps let's listen to Anne. Anne also came in and give certain kind of analogy, because Anne at a tender age could see more that Greece and Gintu couldn't see. Then it tells you the upbringing of other people was such toxic. Perhaps let's listen to Anne, and I will come and put everything into perspective going forward.
Even our brothers, they do pass there when they going to school.
Yeah, it is going to help the community. And you can say that, okay, let me say, for instance, there is that road we usually go, especially when I was in primary school, we used to pass, and it was like bushy, something like that, so you just fear.
Yeah.
But at least maybe when it is in a good way, you can pass with no difficulties. You can go to school with no difficulties. That's what I'm telling you. There is sometimes when there is progress, people don't accept, don't like.
Okay, but let me tell you, Anne, like for me, I can't lean on one place.
Very true.
Like right now we have two parties.
Yeah, very true.
So the owner of this road, like we can say that he has the right to close that road.
Yeah, very true.
But here for me, what I can say is just let them come together.
They
agree like the same way your father did and agreed to give us road. So that's the only thing that can help
by
us.
the way, I had even through the meeting, I had if it was good, you could maybe they could come together and agree so that at least they can continue.
Yeah, if he wants to get paid, like hiyo kamera iko poa,
it is still good. Unaweza
simama juu kidogo hivyo. Yeah, so what did I I was saying that if the owner of that road wants to be paid, you can't give out you have heard that he was complaining that he's the only one who has given that road. The other side, they are supposed to give it at least a quarter, and this one a quarter. So he may want to be paid.
That is what you want.
Yeah, that is okay. For me, that's what I saw. He wants to get paid so that he can give out the whole road. But if they want if he wants that, they can still sit and agree. Maybe if he wants 20,000 Kenyan shillings, he can be given that 20,000, and we have peace.
Okay, being paid, they can come into an agreement. But remember at the same time, I'm not I'm in one place. Okay.
You're not reacting.
Okay, I'm not reacting, but I'm saying what I know, guys.
Yeah,
what I know. Yeah, because Okay, sometimes it is good to have a road, isn't it? It is
Yeah,
good, of
it's
which
good.
it is going to benefit us. It is not only going to benefit one person,
Yeah.
the whole community, because it is the whole community, and at the same time, you know, people are using the road. For example, if you want to build, or it is not only maybe Marwa family is going to build. For example, Deemwango is building. She's not the only person that maybe she gonna build. She will build, yes, she will complete her construction, but at the same time there is other people from the other side that will build, and they have to use the
road to take the materials.
Yeah, very true. But guys, I don't know, and according to me, actually I'm okay, I don't know what to say, but
you know me, I do wonder where is the grudge coming from. Like the time they were making this road,
there was
the one you
like
were
issues, yeah.
the one that your dad gave out, there were no issues. Okay, actually I don't want even to mention that man, but he came to our home, and there is a man, so like, and he requested my mom that we just wanted this road to pass through here, will you agree with us? And my mom was like, no problem.
So guys, that is Anne, and you are listening to what Anne is saying. If at that tender age Anne could decode that statement, and Anne could exude such kind of wisdom, therefore, if you do comparison, or if you compare and contrast, the other side where the two bogeymen are, that is Gintu and Chris, the loser. Therefore, it baffles you. Anne is so perturbed and asking himself a question. The road is meant to help the community, which means anytime you give a road, it makes even that area so economically viable. The prices of the land also will increase. But the problem of these people, the naysayers, they don't see. You even see Anne is asking the people, that road has been into existence since he was young, which means the road has been in operational for more than 30 years. Because Anne was born and found the same road. It's the road that he used to go going to school and the brothers going to school. Which means by law now, that road should be co-opted to be not a family land, but part of a communal land. And that's why I was advising IAM-MARWA to go and look for a surveyor to map it out. That is the only way to avoid all this kind of shenanigans. And also is telling people what happens. Even them, they gave people land, and people have been passing their land. You remember when the Ann's family, people were crossing their land over there. Then it's telling you it is not like they started doing it themselves, but it's to the lazy gang who are propelling the dirty works. It was Congress dad who went approach the Ann's family that this is the road that is splitting your home into two. Why can't you just fence it so that you secede? And you hear this lady is telling you that Congress dad went to their home and even talked to the parents and the mother. They agreed and they seceded some meters to form road. Therefore, there is road. Even these people are passing the road where the Ann's family seceded. It's the same way that you'll see Mogesi passing with the motorcycle. Therefore, what if now the Ann's family decided now we are the people who seceded this road? Why can't we block it? So how did you want that community to live? Pertinent issues and pertinent questions. Therefore, the issue itself is not about road. And there is something. The Matiko family wants to be paid for the road to pass there, because they have got a feeling that Murimi is now enjoying the benefit of just passing the road. They want to be paid so that they succeed. And that's the problem. And again, they were using that kind of a road as a springboard of bullying the Amaros family to drop the assault case before them, because they know this assault case is going to take them to the prison. So they want to stand on that podium of land issues so that they make IAM-MARWA's people to withdraw the case for them to be allowed. And my advice going together that IAM-MARWA should never agree, Deemwango should never agree, Murimi should never agree. The assault case must be pursued to finality. That is it. So that the respect would be. That is the reasons why you find Chris making calls. Chris is making calls to the OCS not because of issue of land, because he wants the OCS to interfere with the case that's already before the judge, because there is a way they can do it. And the money is being sent from elsewhere to pursue it. And OCS have decided never to take part. Because OCS cannot come and preside on over a thing that is so prejudiced. Because it's already in court. Why would you want to involve the chief, to involve the assistant chief, the DC, and the DO? For what? So, what I'm realizing, it is not the issue of the road causing a problem. It's the issue of the case and the jealousy that bedeviling these people. So the hidden secret that they're having for IAM-MARWA and Deemwango is for them to drop the case so that they be allowed and pass the road. But if they want to block the road, the way they want to block the road, let them block for everybody. Let them block for everybody so that no one should pass there. Let them fence for anyone. Even themselves, they should not pass that road. Let them block. If they block, there will be no way Murimi to pass. Therefore, it will be the act of Murimi to go to court and tell people, this is my ancestral land I was given, and this is the road that we've been using. You know, that's what I'm telling you. It's a problem with myriad issues. And that's why I was suggesting for IAM-MARWA to move speedily and acquire the services of the surveyor to map out that land. That is exactly. Guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.